Welcome to another episode of All Things Age with Garrett, and I'm Garrett. This is the Jon Cryer Hiding Out episode, part one, when we're talking about Jon Cryer's film Hiding Out. That was filmed in 1987, released on November 6, 1987, which is coming up in a few days. It'll be the 33rd anniversary of the film. My friend Chris and I have been doing a Zoom series where we've talked about some of our favorite films. It's called Midnight Lunch or Midnight Snack right now. I think the name's going to change, but when we release those, I'll make sure that I'll let you guys know about it. You can see where those things are. You can see some of our recordings. But one of the movies that we did was this film, Hiding Out, and it got me thinking about movie locations and that kind of thing. So I started diving in a little bit deeper into Hiding Out and looking at the different filming locations of the film. One of the cool things in the movie is that I got to see this movie when it was released in 1987, and I want to share my screen with you. So this is the movie poster for Hiding Out. And what I remember, I saw this film when it was released. I was a sophomore in high school, and I remember seeing that it said Jon Cryer's Hiding Out. And I remember going, I knew Jon Cryer was, I knew Jon Cryer from Pretty in Pink, John Hughes. But I remember the title says Jon Cryer is Hiding Out. And so I remember going in thinking, oh, it's just maybe Jon Cryer's playing himself. And saw the movie and he's not playing himself. He's actually just in the movie. It doesn't say Jon Cryer in Hiding Out. It said Jon Cryer is Hiding Out. I remember that being weird at the time. It's not that strange, I guess, but it just thought it was a little odd. Pretty cool movie poster, but even a better movie poster. And I will share the next one I think is pretty cool is one that was from in Germany. And that is Incognito. Jon Cryer is Incognito Hiding Out. I think it's pretty cool movie poster. Doesn't have Keith Coogan or Annabeth Gish in it, but it's pretty cool. So I don't remember if I actually saw the movie on November 6th when it premiered, if I saw it later that weekend or the next weekend, but I do remember hearing that the movie was filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina. Actually, the first 16 minutes of the movie were filmed in Boston, mostly exterior shots, but then the rest of the film was filmed in Wilmington, North Carolina. I actually went to school at UNC Wilmington several years after this movie was released, and I heard that New Hanover High School was used for this school. This is not New Hanover High School. This is the old Tyleston School in downtown Wilmington, which is only several minutes away from New Hanover High School. But New Hanover High School was used. It's a scene near the end of the movie where the assassin is trying to kill Jon Cryer's character, and it's filmed at New Hanover High School's gym. It's a really big gym. I think it's called Broadton Hall. This school did not have a gym that size, so I see why they used it. Now, in the movie, this school was called Topsail High School. Right here, you see it. There's a real Topsail High School in Hampstead, North Carolina, which is about 30 minutes north of here. I actually lived in Hampstead about 4 years after college. And even though the real Topsail High School was not used in the movie, they did use props and different things from Topsail for the movie. You could see some Topsail jackets, some Topsail t-shirts, some Topsail athletic apparel. In the beginning of the movie, when Jon Cryer goes into the school, he's supposed to meet his aunt in the school office. Well, he's looking at some pictures of some old class pictures of Topsail High School from the late 70s, and he gets the idea to go to become a student and go undercover as a high school student. So you see a little bit of Topsail High School memorabilia and trivia in the movie. Also, in that scene that I was just talking about that was filmed in New Hanover High School, the real Topsail High School marching band plays a song in that scene, and they play a song called Anchors Away. They get credit for it at the end of the movie. And also, so I heard some Topsail High School students were extras in that scene as well. So Topsail High School gets a little shout out in the movie. But one of the locations and one of the things that I've been looking for and one of the resources that I use is something called fastrewind.com. And I'm going to share my screen. And It's fastrewind.com, and it has over 400 different 80s films. I use it a lot for trying to find filming locations, but you can also find stuff about movies. You can find trivia information. You can find continuation errors. You can find um, who stars in it, all that kind of stuff. But for the filming location, when it came to this movie, people were wondering about Ryan's house. Well, Ryan is the character as played by Annabeth Gish in the film, and she likes John Cryer's character, and she asked him out on a date, and he agrees to go out with her, and he goes to her house to pick her up. And people have wanted to know where this house is located. And from after that date, they go to, or on the date, they go to the skating rink, and that's where you hear "Catch Me I'm Falling," and you hear "Crying" by Roy Orbison, and Katie Lang sings it with them. It got some really good music in that scene. But people want to know where Ryan's house is located, and this is from the website. And you can see here it says the mystery of Ryan's house. It is most probably the Forest Hills neighborhood in Wilmington, North Carolina, maybe even on Forest Hills Drive. But after extensive searching, everyone has come up empty-handed, so it's probably been remodeled. Can anyone help with more information on the street address, please? Well, everyone came up empty-handed until today. And I have found the address for Ryan's house. And it took me a couple of days to find it. But that was not the hardest one. Actually, the hardest one to find was Patrick's house. That's where John Cryer's character, his cousin, hides out at his aunt's house, which is Patrick, played by Keith Coogan. And Keith Coogan's his character Patrick, his mom is Gretchen Cryer, John Cryer's real mom, which is really cool that they actually they starred in the same movie together, even though they don't have a couple scenes together. But people want to know where Ryan's house was located. Well, I figured it out. I know where it is, and I'm going to divulge it this coming Friday, which is the 33rd anniversary of Hiding Out, the premiere, November 6, 2020. It'll be the 33rd anniversary. I'm going to be in Wilmington this Friday, and I'm going to divulge where Ryan's house location is. So stay tuned for my next video, and I will divulge that. If you like the video, please hit subscribe, hit some comment below, tell me what you think, and is there anything else on this movie or other locations of this that you would like me to cover. But please hit the subscribe button and tune in to the next episode of All Things 80s with Garrett, where I will divulge Ryan's house's address for Hiding Out. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.